to be a senior? Isn't it cool to be high strung? Isn't it hot to have a steady? Isn't it tough just being young? Being a kid is having it easy. No hassles, no regrets. Isn't it great? Cool, hot tops, hip, yeah. This is as good as it gets.
Zombie Prom is a boy meets girl during high school story, and it's set in the 50s. So there's the slick hair, the poodle skirts, bebops, all that kind of stuff, and it has the element of the boy and the girl meet, but the girl's parents and friends don't think he's good enough. Finally, she succumbs to the pressure, and she dumps him, and he runs off into the night and jumps headlong into a I'm guessing it's some sort of nuclear waste facility at the Francis Gary Powers nuclear plant. So anyway, he goes and commits suicide, but that's not the end of the story. He comes back as and it just creates a terrific story. The music's good, and I won't give the story away, but the rest of the show is what happens after he comes back. And is he going to get to go to the prom? Is he going to get back with his girlfriend? Is the mean old principal going to let him come back to school? All of those things are questions that have to be answered in Zombie Prom.
Well, when I first heard the title Zombie Prom, I honestly started thinking about like all the zombie movies I've seen, how like just dead guys like rising out of the grave, attacking people, and I thought, oh, that'll be pretty cool. I mean, like a zombie attack at prom. But then I actually started like learning about it, looking up the stuff, and actually learning the music, and I realized, oh, this is not at all what I expected. But I still think it's a really great, amazing musical.
Okay, whenever I first heard that we were doing Zombie Prom, I was really excited because it was like one of my first big musicals.
Alright, when I first thought of Zombie Prom, I thought it was going to be a prom where a bunch of zombies attack. And I thought it was supposed to be like a horror play. It turned out to be. It turned out to be a 1950 musical play. That's fine.
When I first heard we were doing Zombie Prom, I was completely thinking something completely different from this. I mean, Mr. Story said Zombie Prom, and I was like, so there's going to be zombies taking over a high school prom? I didn't really get it, and then he gave me the script, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Well, when I first heard about us doing Zombie Prom, I was kind of, what is that?
Honestly, I probably just thought like it was one of those really, really cheesy things. Like, I don't know, just some bad MTV movie that they're trying to do like a horror thing with like zombies.
I laughed so hard. I was like, what is Zombie Prom? I had never heard of it. And then I looked it up on YouTube, and I was dying through the whole thing because it was like freaking hilarious. I loved it.
My character Toffee is a very smart, level-headed girl, it seems, and she's very girly and listens to her parents and follows the rules, but she's basically a hopeless romantic and falls in love very quickly.
Well, my character is Joey, and he's one of Johnny's friends, and he's like obsessed with boobs and like I guess the assets that the girls have.
My character is Johnny Warner. He is basically the average bad boy of the 50s time. He never really had any parents or any people to look up to because he was always in an orphanage because his parents gave him up at birth, which you'll find out about in the musical.
I played Ginger, and Ginger is a real studious character. She's a goody two-shoes, and she likes to point the finger at other people so that way she doesn't get any blame.
My character is Jake, and to me he seems like he'd be kind of like the outgoing kid, that he's not really a rebel, but he kind of has a little bit of a rebellious side.
Okay, my character is Josh, and my girlfriend's name is Ginger, and Josh is kind of like the cool guy, you know, he's pretty chill about everything, but he does make some kind of problems, you know. Sometimes he's a little nuts and
My
crazy.
character is Eddie Fergante, and he is the bold, robust, old-timey detective type. He wants to get his name out there and be at the top of his game, and he wants to let it be known that he is Eddie Fergante, and he is going to reveal the truth behind the lies.
My character is Candy. She's one of Toffee's little entourage girls. And I kind of think of Candy as like the really airheaded and outgoing one, and she's just kind of like,
My character Coco is a outgoing, social girl who is an individual. She's not really caring about what other people think, and she doesn't really conform to other people. She does what she wants to do, and she doesn't really care what other people think. She's going to tell you like it is, and she's going to tell you what's up.
My character is Miss Delilah Strict, and she is just evil. She's just very mean and cold-hearted, and I think she has like a soul inside, but she just kind of hides it, which is sad, but that's who she is.
I'm playing Ramona Meringue, and she is a singer who does a advertisement for Motorwise. She's very energetic and a little ditzy-ish, and I love playing her because she's quite adorable.
My ensemble girl character, her name is Sugar Cube Lolly Kane. She's a sweetheart. She's smart, intelligent. She's one of the shy, out of the way type girls.
Well, my ensemble character is kind of shy. She's a nerdy, artsy type. She doesn't really talk to people. She shies off and runs away whenever a cute boy comes up. She'll just be like, "Oh no," and start stuttering if they try to talk to her.
My ensemble character is Cheddar. She grew up in a town across the street from Toffee. She's kind of shy, but the way she sees herself, the only way she can get out her problems is through music, and she likes reading. And she's typically the good girl who doesn't do anything wrong, but she thinks that her singing and listening to the bad music is a way of rebelling.
The reason I chose Zombie Prom is, first of all, I thought it was a cool story. I mean, zombies are cool. And our students, they like the kind of the spooky, dark element to it, especially if it's got a funny edge on it. And any time you've ever seen a zombie movie, there's always something funny. You know, maybe it's the way they drag their feet or something, or their makeup, but kids like that kind of thing. So last year when we were working on a musical, Mimi said, "Hey, you ought to take a look at Zombie Prom." So I did. In the summer, I started checking out some of the videos. In the fall, I actually showed a couple of the clips to some of the kids to sort of spark their interest. And before long, we were all talking about it and convinced that that was the one. Then after hearing the music, reading the story, realizing what a great storyline it was, some of the campy, cheesy characters there were in it, it was just too good not to do. It just looked like the perfect thing for us to do. And that's why I picked it.
Johnny don't